Good morning, girls and boys. How are you today? I hope everyone is feeling safe and fine. I know it's a crucial time for everyone. All students around the world, all kids and families are locked down inside their houses and waiting for the coronavirus to end up. But we have really to keep praying and believing that this hard time will end up very soon. We need to be patient. We need to focus on our studying. And remember, students, the harder you work, the better achievements you get. And remember, you are the future. And what you study right now is your asset for your future. So I just request you to follow up with your lessons in all subjects and try to spare good time with your family members, playing and chatting and practicing your favorite hobbies. So, are you ready to start our math lesson for this week? Let's go! Today's lesson is ordered pairs. It's chapter 9, lesson 2. Remember, this is week 4, April 13, 2020. This lesson is very easy, and I bet that everyone will love it and you will enjoy every single minute of it. What's the learning objective for this lesson? How to graph and name points on a coordinate grid using ordered pairs. I guess you saw something like this in grade 4 where you used to place some points on a map on a coordinate grid, but in grade 5 we will do it with more details. Please get ready with your Go Math book chapter 9 and your math notebook, your pencil, sharpener and eraser. Let's start with a warm-up activity, and it's a very easy one. Can you tell the directions? So get ready with your math notebook or your whiteboard and a marker, and I would like you to say the directions by using the words right, left, up and down. Let's start. Can you write the directions of these arrows? As I said, use the words right, left, down and up. By the way, you can use directions as north, south, east and west. Are you done? So let's see the answers. Up, down, right and left. Very good. Or I can use north, south, east and west. Excellent. So let's get ready. Now, what is a coordinate grid and how does it look like? This is a coordinate grid, and as you can see, it looks like a map. On this map, I can select points and I can even place points. Basically, it helps me to tell directions. Do you remember the directions? North, south, east and west? In the same way, I can place points and I can move from one point to another using the words north, south, east and west, or right, left, up and down. Now this coordinate grid has a horizontal line. It's in the purple color. So this is a horizontal line. Remember this word, horizontal. And this is called the x-axis. So say after me, the x-axis. And it has a vertical line, which is the long line in the blue color. And this is the vertical line, and we call it the y-axis. So basically, the coordinate grid is made of two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. Now let's remember each part again. What do we call this picture or this figure? Excellent. This is the coordinate grid. Now what do I call the horizontal line? Perfect. It's the x-axis. And what do we call the vertical line? Perfect. It's the y-axis. Now for this lesson, I will focus on studying this part of the coordinate grid, which is the upper right part. So let's discuss this in more details. As you can see, my coordinate grid has 4 parts, right and left and right and left. One is the upper side and one is the lower side. We call call each part a quadrant. So this is a quadrant, this is a quadrant, and another one, another one. So how many total quadrants we have? 4 quadrants. Now for grade 5, I will focus on quadrant 1, which is only this part. That's why I shaded it for you. And let's see how it looks. Perfect. This is what I want to study for this time, which is the XY coordinate, which is the first quadrant. It's very easy, by the way. You can use your math notebook even to draw these arrows, which is the X and the Y axis. So let me remind you, this is how it looks. It's the full coordinate grid with the 4 quadrants. As we said, I will focus on this part of the coordinate grid. We call it quadrant 1, and this is how it looks. Now I will add numbers to this quadrant because I need numbers to show locations and to locate my points on this map, right? Without numbers, I cannot move right and left and up and down. Perfect. I add numbers to every unit. So basically, every square is a unit. So this is 1 unit, this is another unit, and so on. Now the nice thing about this coordinate grid is I cannot stop at a certain number because the axis actually goes to infinity. So I can write numbers, infinity numbers here. I can add more numbers, 9, 10, 11, till hundreds and thousands and millions. But the same thing here goes for the y axis. So it never ends. But for this chapter and for this lesson, okay, we will stop at a maximum of 10 blocks or maximum of 10 units. But we can work only with 5 units, 10, 15, 20. So it depends on the problem that I want to study. Now, so let's locate some points on the, do you remember now what do we call this axis? Excellent, it's the x-axis. So I'm placing some points on the x-axis. Now these points are called x-coordinate. Why? Because they are located on the x-axis. Now what if I place some points on the y-axis as this way? I can place a point on 3, on 5. Now what do I call these points? Perfect, I call them y-coordinates. One point is a y-coordinate and 2 points are y-coordinates. Perfect, so I have x-coordinates if I place them on the x-axis, and I have y-coordinates if I place them on the y-axis. So far so good. Now what if I have a point in any part of the map or the coordinate grid, here or there? Can I read these points? Can I give them a name? Certainly I can do this. Every point here, okay, whether it's up and down, it's called an ordered pair. Remember students, any point on the coordinate grid, even the purple and the yellow points, any point that you see on this coordinate grid, it's called an ordered pair. Why pair? Because I should write 2 points in the ordered pair. One represents the x and one represents the y. They are ordered because I cannot flip them. I cannot start with y and end with x. The order is very important, and this is how I write them. Parenthesis, x, comma, y, and I close the parenthesis. Now what does this mean, students? Still, I'm not getting exactly how to write these points. Don't worry, we'll study everything step by step. So let's start studying this point, the location of this point, and how can I write the ordered pair for this one. Now let's assume that this point is A. It could be any letter, P, R. By the way, this point could be the location of any place, a school for example. Did you miss a school? Okay, I miss you as well in your classes. And let's imagine that we are now in the class studying this lesson. So you can see now the whiteboard or the smart board, and you can see me, right? So let's imagine all this. Anyway, let's go back to our lesson. This is my ordered pair. This is my point A. And as we said, we must write it in order, right? How do I do this? Very good. I have to start with point X, then point Y. It means that I should start with the X coordinate. I have selected the purple color for the X coordinate. So I will trace a purple line till the X axis. Okay, so where's my X axis? This is my X axis. And I'll use the laser pointer to point to the X axis. So did you get that? I'm just placing, or I'm pointing the point until it touches the X axis. This is my X coordinate. I call this an X coordinate, which is number 6. Now what's next? I will point to the Y axis because I need to read the Y coordinate. I need to read the Y coordinate, which is in the blue color. So can you now write the points in order? The X coordinate first, and then the Y coordinate. And remember, you must write the parentheses, X, comma, Y, and close the parentheses. Who got the point? Can you say it? Perfect. It's 6, comma, 5. 6, comma, 5. Don't forget to write the parentheses. This is how I write my ordered pair. X, comma, Y. X coordinate, then my Y coordinate. Perfect. What about this point here? How can I write it? It's just the point that is intersecting between the X and the Y axis. Do you have any idea how can I write it as an ordered pair? Who can guess or try? Excellent. It's 0, comma, 0. I cannot write it as 0 only because my X coordinate is 0 and my Y coordinate is 0. They are both pointing, they are both joining at this point, and we call this point the origin. So if anyone asks you in a coordinate grid, what's the origin? It's 0, comma, 0, and it's very easy to locate it. Now, so far so good. Let's take another point. Wow, let's spot it. It's here, and as we said, it could be any place, a park, a museum, a restaurant, and I'll give it a letter R, for example. Can you help me spotting and tracing the X coordinate and reading the X coordinate here and then the Y coordinate? Who did that? Okay, as we said, it's X, comma, Y. Perfect. Tracing with a purple color and the blue color. One is for the X coordinate and one is for the Y coordinate. Perfect. 1, comma, 7. 1, comma, 7. Now, if you flip these numbers, the location of the point will not be the same. If you flip them, they will totally be different. It will be 7, comma, 1. 7, comma, 1, which is totally different. It will be somewhere here. 7 and then 1. So see how the order of the numbers matter? It's very important to order the pair. Why do I call it a pair? Because it's two numbers as a pair in one parenthesis. So far, so good. Now let's take this example, another point, okay? And I can give it any letter as I said. Now, can you try writing the ordered pair for this number? Try to think. It's very easy. And remember, it's directly located on the x-axis. So let's try. I will start with x. Perfect. I'm already on the x-axis, right? Which is 3. Now what about the y? Did it move up anywhere? No, we are stuck, right? We are stuck on the y-axis. We're stuck just down. So can you guess what's the ordered pair here? Perfect. 3, comma 0. 3 because I'm already on the x-axis, but I did not move up any single point, any single step. I'm stuck on the line. That's why the y-axis is 0. Now let's take another example. Now this is a different one. This is again 3, but it's located on the y-axis, right? Now how can I read it? Again, we'll follow the same ordered pair. I will start with the x coordinate. Now where's my x coordinate? Okay, this is my x coordinate. Perfect. And I'll go up to the y coordinate, and that is 3. So how can I read it? Perfect. It's 0, 3, because with the x-axis it's just down. I start with x. Okay, now I have to move up, okay, and now it's touching the 3, so 0, 3. As we notice here, there are totally two different points, two different locations. How was it so far? The more you practice, the easier you will find it. Remember, there is no multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction in this lesson. You just have to focus on the ordered pair x and y. We'll practice more and more. Now let's try this. I would like you please to use your book, chapter 9, page 539, and we will use our pencil to locate and write the ordered pairs. So this is unlock the problem, but before we unlock the problem, I want you to remember this very important information. The x-axis and the y-axis intersect or meet at the point 0, 0, and this is called the origin. Can you please use your pencil and locate the origin on this coordinate grid? It will just take a second, and perfect. This is the origin. 0, 0. Now, in this question, the book wants us to locate two locations, and these are the arena and the aquarium. The arena and the aquarium, and the book put the points for the arena and the aquarium on this coordinate grid, and they help us with these directions: north, south, east, and west. For you who do not know what arena is, this is an arena. It's an enclosed place where we have sports activities, football matches, sometimes musical performances. So this is what an arena is. And this is an aquarium. Have you ever been to an aquarium before? Okay, I hope if you did not do, I hope you will go very soon, and you will enjoy the marine life, creatures swimming around you. Now let's go back to the page, the same page. As we said, the book located the arena, and it's very easy. The x coordinate, which is 3, and the y coordinate, which is 2. And here is the point for the arena, 3, 2. What about the aquarium? Can you locate it using the ordered pair? Let's do it. Very good. I will locate the x coordinate first, which is 9. Perfect. And I'll write 9. Now, did you notice that the book helped me here by writing the parentheses? So please do not forget the parentheses. It's very important. Now, what about the y coordinate? Perfect. I will locate the y coordinate on the y-axis, and this is number 4. Very good. Remember to separate the two numbers with a comma, and don't forget to close the parentheses. So far, so good. Let's continue, page 540, and let's label another point. Plot the point 5, 7 and label it J. The book already did this, but how can we do that? It's very easy, by the way. There's another way of locating points, which is starting from the origin. Usually when you want to find your location, usually you prefer to start from an easy location. So a place that would be your reference. In coordinate grids, my reference is always the origin. So the book says, from the origin, move right 5 units. That's why for the math activity, I focused on these words, right and left and up and down. So if I place my pencil on the origin, I will move 5 units. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will move up 7 units, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here is point J. Or as we discussed in the example before, I can just locate the x coordinate, which is 5, and the y coordinate, which is 7, and then they will intersect at this point, 5, 7. Now let's do this part B, plot the point 8, 0 and label it S. As we said, let's start from the origin. I'll place my pencil on the origin and I will move right. How many points, students? How many units shall I move? Excellent. I'll move 8 units. I'll move 8 units. Very good. And this is the purple line that will show me that I moved 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this is 8 units to the right. Why? Because I'm doing the x-axis. Now what about the y-axis? Look at this number. It's 0. I'm stuck. I cannot move up. Can I move up? No, because it says 0. If it says 1, I'll go up 1 unit. If it says 2, I'll move up 2 units. If it says 9, I will move up 9 units. But it says 0. So I'm stuck here at that point. So what should I do? Yes, I'll move up 0 units. So I will place just a point here. And this point is right there. 8, 0. And this is letter S. So make sure you label the point, because if you just put the point without any label, this means nothing, because I should know what is this point. What does it mean? Is it the location of a school, the post office, or the mall, or the hospital? That's why make sure, students, you label your points. So far, so good. Now let's proceed with this easy example. The book put 2 points, A and B, and they mentioned the ordered pairs. Now the book says I need to find the distance between these 2 points. And this is what you will usually do. Like when you want to move, let's say from the school, go back to the house, you would calculate the distance between the school and the house. So let's imagine this is the school, and let's imagine this is the house. What's the distance between the school and the house? How can we do that? It's very easy, by the way. Coordinate grids will help us do that. Now, to do this, I will just draw a line between the 2 points, and you have 2 options, students, to do that. One option is very easy, and it's just common sense. Now, these 2 points, did you notice that they are both located on the same x-coordinate? Did you notice that they both have the same x-coordinate, 9 and 9? Yes, they are sharing the same x-coordinate, but they have 2 different y-coordinates. So, can I trace the y-coordinates from each point? Perfect and perfect. Now, what's the distance between these 2 points, 9 and 3? How can I know the distance between them? So this is the distance, students, only this, from this point till that point. Can you know this? It's very easy. Just subtract the 2 numbers. 9 minus a 3, it's equal to 6 units. Perfect, it's 6 units. So I can subtract these 2 points, but there is a very easy way. You can just count the units or the blocks between point A and point B. I'll just count the blocks or the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units, or you can subtract the y coordinates. You can do it in 2 ways. So let's start with question number 1. Points A and B form a vertical line segment, which is this line, and they have the same x-coordinates. How can you use subtraction to find the distance between the points? So the book says, how can you use subtraction? So what do I subtract, students? Do I subtract the x-coordinate, 9 and 9? No, that doesn't make sense, because if I subtract 9 minus 9, it will be 0. So what do I subtract? Perfect. I'll subtract the y-coordinate. So let's write this answer. I can subtract the y-coordinates to find the distance. And what's that distance? 9 minus 3, and this is equal to 6 units. So far, so good. Now let's go to question number 2. Graph the points 3, 2 and 5, 2. I'll give you just few seconds to graph them, and you can label them with any letter that you would like. So take 10 seconds to place these 2 points. Very easy. 3, 2 and 5, 2. Have you located the points? Perfect. This is the first one, 3, 2. And this is the second one, 5, 2. Very good. How can I find the distance between them? What did we agree? There are 2 ways. I can connect the 2 points with a line and find the distance between the 2 points. How? Very good. I will just trace the x-coordinates and see what's the distance between these 2 points. What is this number? It's 5. And what's this number? It's 3. How can I use subtraction to find this? 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Perfect. So I will write this answer, but in this question, students, I'm not subtracting the y coordinate because look at these 2 points. They are sharing the same y coordinate. I am subtracting the x coordinates, 5 and 3. Very good. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Now I can do it in another way, which is, as we said, count the units between the 2 points. Just count 1, 2. 1, 2. That's another easy way. And both ways will give us the same answer. So far, so good. I'm proud of you. And as we said, if you did not get any point, you can rewind or pause the video and repeat that point until you get it. Now, let's now share and show again in the book. It's very easy. It will not take time. Use coordinate grid A to write an ordered pair for the given point. This is point C, students. Can you see that? Now, very fast. Can you write the ordered pair for this? See, the book helped me. There is the x coordinate and there is the y coordinate. 3, 2, 1, 0, go. Perfect. 6, 3. You got that. Now let's take point D. Wow, we did this before in one of the slides before. Do you remember point 3? That's already there on the x coordinate and I cannot move up to find the y coordinate. Who got that ordered pair? Perfect. 3, 0. Remember, students, start with a parenthesis, the x coordinate, comma, the y coordinate, and close the parenthesis. Now let's do letter E or point E. It's here. Who found the answer? It's very easy. Trace and read the answer. Very good. Very good. 9, 9. Very easy. Let's do letter F. Where's letter F? Or where's point F? It's right away here. Let's do it. Very good. 10, 5. Now I bet you can do also this part. Now this part, you have to label the points. You need to draw the points on the coordinate grid. This is really so much fun and so easy. I will just put the point following the ordered pair. Let's start with letter M. 0, 9. 0, 9. So I should start from 0. It says I should start from 0. So I'm here. And then, shall I go right or up, students? Because this is the y coordinate, right? Excellent. For the y coordinate, I should always go up, right? So if I start from here, I must go up. Very good. How many points? 9 points. And I just place the point. Please place the point nicely, students, on the intersection on the yellow lines. Don't place them in the middle, please. It should exactly intersect. So it's here, 9. Okay, now this is not enough. I should write the label or the letter. This is M, point M, or location M. Let's do number 6, H, 8, 6, and let's do it. Very good. Start with the x coordinate. Now, then the y coordinate. Perfect. See now how will I place the point? Not in the middle, okay? These two lines must intersect. It should be here. So be careful, students. Take your time and use your pencil, please. Perfect. This is my point. Don't forget to label it. What's that label? It's H. So far, so good. Now, I'll give you just 15 seconds to place K, T, W, and R. So get ready and go. Okay, time is up. Let's see if your answers matches mine. Now, where's letter K? Okay, I'm starting with this one, 10,4, perfect. This is K. Don't forget to label it. K, 10,4. Now, number 8, T, 4,5, 4,5, perfect. And this is label T. And this is W, 5,10. Perfect, 5,10. Don't forget to write the label W. And the last one is R, 1,3. Very good, 1,3. And this is R. So far, so good. Now, the mission for this lesson is accomplished. Now you know what coordinate grids are, how to write an ordered pair. Very easy and fast lesson, and you can finish it in the minimum time. Remember, students, the more you practice, the better math skills you get. You are really encouraged to solve these 2 pages, students. They are so easy and it will just take 2 minutes from your time. As we said, no addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. You need just to place the points. Do you on your own, please. Page 541, questions 11 to 25. Practice and homework, page 543, question 2 to question 14. Remember to picture your answers and send me to Class Dojo, and I'll be really glad to answer any question in it any time. Now, this is the page for on your own, page 541, and this is the practice and the homework page, page 543. I'll post the answer keys for page 541 and 543 tomorrow, April 14, so that you can revise your answers. Perfect. Now, do you want to play a game? Yay, it's game time, and I bet that you would love to save this castle from the evil dragon. How to do this? You need to write the right X and Y coordinate grid, or the X and Y ordered pair on your coordinate grid. And how to do this? You will click on this link and it will take you to a really nice game to save the castle from the evil dragons and the windstorms. I hope that you will love this game. You can take pictures for you while playing this game, and do not forget to send me answers for the book. It's very important, students, and I wish you all the best. I love you, I miss you, and I wish to meet very soon, students. Stay healthy, helpful, and calm. Bye bye, and see you very soon.